Hey, this is Darren from Old Forge Brewing Company, and I made a winter ale with local malt for the new year. So this is a winter ale, but I want to get one thing clear right up front. We also have Old Smithy Spiced Winter Ale on tap. Now, these both say winter ale, but they are two completely different beers, and it kind of shows you how even two beers in the same style can be so different. Now, Old Smithy uses Belgian malts, a Belgian yeast, finishes very sweet with heavy balance on the malt and almost no hop character, and it's spiced, high alcohol. It's a completely different beer. This beer, locally sourced malt from Pennsylvania and malted in Pennsylvania, more of a heavy emphasis on toast and the bready malty character. The hop to malt balance is definitely closer towards the hop side. It's still a balanced beer, but it's definitely more hoppy than the Old Smithy is. And it uses like an herbal and piney and resinous type hop flavor, whereas the Old Smithy has almost no hop flavor. So two very, very different beers. This is also a lot lower alcohol, 5.5% alcohol, whereas the Smithy is like 11.5% alcohol. So let's give it a try. All right, so first thing you can see is it's got a nice light brown color. The aroma is definitely hoppy, and that's one of the things that differentiates it from the Old Smithy. I just want to make sure we're clear on this is two very different beers. Just because they both say winter ale doesn't really mean that they have many similarities. So really hoppy aroma. I'm getting a lot of that like herbal piney hop character, resinous hop character from it, just in the aroma. It's interesting. So the flavor, the first thing you get is like this interesting mix between like a really clean, smooth, subtle hop bitterness, but also like a toasted bread flavor. And then it kind of goes into a more subtle bitterness with a little bit of malt flavor. And then it kind of finishes with a almost slightly fruity, but also herbal hop flavor. So definitely, like I said earlier, the balance of flavor is on the hop side instead of the malt side. Yeah, it's still a really well balanced beer, but definitely more hoppy than it is malty. Toasty, like I said, most of the the malt flavor is on the toasty side as opposed to the sweet malt side. But overall, it's a really well balanced beer. Perfect beer for wintertime, but also very different from something like Old Smithy. And like I said, two beers in the same category with very, very different flavor profiles. This is more of almost like a cross between a pale ale and a brown ale, maybe, something like that. But it's also very good for winter, gives completely different flavor characteristics because you have the balance in the hops. And it's just really great for winter because it's just a good hearty beer. So it'll be good with really hearty foods, but even on its own, it's just got a really nice hearty quality to it. Like I said, obviously not like Old Smithy, but really not like our regular darker IPAs either, where it's got a really bready, toasty character to it, more on that side. So there it is, Born and Bred Winter Ale. Please stop in and give it a try. Thank you.